There it is. There it is. All right. Happy Monday, everybody. We are on week 5. I literally was looking at the calendar and thinking this was a 6-week block. And I'm like, it's a 5-week block. And this is the last week. How it went by this fast is beyond me. But I also say that every time, too. Okay. So we've got our yoga this week. We've got lower body on Wednesday, full body on Saturday. So that's on deck for what's coming up. We're going to start in Shavasana as always this morning. Who's jumping on there? I think that is Melinda. Melinda's jumping on. So coming down onto your back, into your Shavasana. We all know the drill in our Shavasana is to take up as much space as you can, as you need. Taking those heels out maybe a little bit wider to really let those hips just splay open. So the feet from the hips, we get that nice open sensation. And then again with those arms and those hands, taking the arms out wide. Maybe it's palms up to receive that energy. Maybe it's palms down if you need that grounding this morning. Always a good start to the week, depending on how your energy is after your weekend. If it was a busy weekend, maybe you need that grounding. And then just coming into the body, coming into the breath. And just really slowing down, really connecting to yourself. Feeling the expansion as you breathe in through the nose, the ribs, the chest, the back body. And then feeling that sensation of just letting go as you exhale. And if you're hanging on to any tension, as you breathe out, see if you can let go in that space or that area. A lot of us, it's low back and hips. So just as you exhale, can you relax and let go a little bit more? We'll stay here for just 2 more cycles of breath. Enjoying that stillness that we don't often get. And then on your last in-breath, make it as big as you can. Inhale through the nose all the way to the top of the breath. Filling those lungs as much as you can. Holding it at the top, and then parting the lips with a big sigh out of the mouth. Nice job. Slide those ankles to touch in the center of your space when you are ready. Reach those arms all the way up overhead for that beautiful morning long body stretch. Pointing those toes, reaching those fingertips as long as you can. Oh, that always feels good. Lengthening through that body. And then as you exhale, driving through that right knee, bring it in towards the chest, wrap the hands to that shin. Oh, and give a nice big pull in towards that leg. Really getting that nice into the hip, driving the knee in, making a tight little ball on that single side. And then from there, we'll take the right hand to the outside of that knee, right arm to a T, coming into a gentle twist this morning. Opening up that back body here, drive the knee towards the body as much as you can. So try not to let that knee hang out low. Try to pull it in towards the body. Just taking 2 cycles of breath into that hip, glute, low back this morning. Big inhale, big exhale. And then on your next breath in, come back through center. We'll bend the left leg, plant the left foot, extend the right leg up, coming into a hamstring stretch. So flexing through those toes and then pointing through those toes. So just getting a nice little active ankle, calf, back of the leg, just opening things up here, getting things moving. Flex the toes as much as you can, point them as much as you can, flex and point. Okay. The next time you're in flexion, hold it there. Okay, you've got a couple of options here. We're gonna leave that leg where it is. We're gonna lift the head, neck, and shoulders and release the hands. Okay, palms are gonna face up. We're gonna crunch and pulse into that leg. So reaching those fingertips. You have the option to leave the left leg just as it is. You can also make this a bit more challenging by lifting that left leg and extending it out. Pulsing and breathing here for 5, pressing that low back to the mat. If you need to take the hands in behind the head to support that neck, you can take it there 2, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Holding up, chest, neck, and shoulders, lift and pause. Maybe that left foot's on the ground. Maybe you can lift a little bit higher, taking 1 more big breath in right there. And then slowly lower back down. Good. Hug both knees into the chest, taking those hands to the shins. Give yourself that nice little rock right to left, and then we will repeat that for the other side. Right leg extends out nice and long. Left knee pulls in, really give that tight squeeze. As tight as you can. thinking of that single side little ball. And then we'll take that right hand to the outside, left arm to a T, hug that knee up and over to the right side of your space. Taking 2 full cycles of breath here, breathing into that glute, hip, and low back. Big inhale and exhale. And do that one more time. Big breath in. And big breath out. Coming back in through center. Option to bend that right leg, planting the right foot. Left leg extends up towards that ceiling. Flex and point through the toe. Oh, and you can also give yourself, I didn't say this for the other side, but a little bit of a massage into that calf. If you do a lot of walking or running, standing, that can often get quite tight. So you're just kind of twisting in through that back of the leg into the ankle as you point and as you flex. Ooh. Okay. We'll all come into flexion with that foot. Hold it there. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Option to keep that right foot on the mat. Release the hands, palms facing up. We come into that nice little gentle pulse and crunch. You have the option to take those hands in behind the head. You have the option to extend that right leg and hover. That just makes it a bit more challenging. Keep pulsing. Keep reaching those fingers for 3. We come into the hold for 2. Hold for 1. Okay, so we're holding, holding, holding. We still breathe. We're not holding our breath. Take one more big breath in. And then hug both knees into the chest. Oh, so good. Okay, we'll take those hands in behind those knees. Give yourself a rock along that spine a couple of times, making your way up into a seated position. Oh, that fired up the core. Okay, so coming into that seated position, crossing those legs, and then take those hands to the knees for just a moment. Maybe you want to just do a couple of little movements into that pelvis, into the low back. If it's feeling quite tight, maybe you're feeling good as you are. Okay, we're going to set a nice little intention here before we carry one. Okay, so hands can be resting, palms up or palms down. Close your eyes for just a moment. Setting that intention for your day, for your week. Maybe it's just for your practice this morning. Big breath in and big breath out. So good, and when you are ready, you can open the eyes. Take a nice big breath in, reach those arms all the way up. Exhale, drop the left hand over to the left side body, reaching that right arm up and over. Oh, so good, getting into that side body. Inhale, up and over to the right side, reaching left arm up and overhead. Good, we're gonna take it from right to left, just moving into that side body, pressing both hips into your both sitting bones into your mat. So don't lift as you reach over. Think of pressing down as you reach. Good. Breathing and moving for 3. Nice and slow. Big movements for 2. And for 1. Okay, coming back in through center. Inhale, both arms up overhead. And then exhale, release, and forward fold. So tenting those fingertips far in front of you. If it feels good to have that flat back and it's a micro hinge, no problem. You can also walk further and come into a rounded spine, dropping your chin towards your chest. Just breathing into that back body. 1 cycle of breath. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Slowly making your way back up. Switch the position of your legs. This always makes me cringe. I hate switching my legs, but I also know we get into these patterns of movement where we need to do this more often. Okay, this time we're going to take an inhale. Bring those arms forward, palms to face out, thumbs to face down. Reach and tuck, drop your chin towards your chest. Good. Inhale, open the chest. Bring the hands back behind you. Look up towards sky ceiling. That's your inhale. Exhale to come back and forward. So we're doing that nice seated 8 movement, getting into the hips and the low back, opening up through the chest and the shoulders as well. In breath to left, lift. Exhale to round. We're going to just do that one more time, nice and slow, nice and big. Last breath in, open it all up. Squeezing the shoulder blades, lifting through that gaze, and exhale to round. Good. Okay, taking an inhale, reaching the arms back up overhead. Last time. This time we're going to forward fold. Once again, you can choose either option, whether you round, whether you come into flat back, whether it's maybe a little bit of movement, maybe you can reach a little bit further. We breathe for 3, for 2, and for 1. Making your way into tabletop. All right. Once you are there, you can spread those fingers nice and wide, setting shoulders over wrists. You can start with a little bit of active play, moving around in your tabletop to what your body is craving and feeling like this morning. Maybe some circles, maybe some lateral movement, maybe it's tucking the toes, maybe it's pressing the hips back and getting a nice stretch through the feet. Oh, that feels good. Just keep moving. What feels good intuitively to you? And then we'll all come back into our tabletop neutral position and come into our cat and cows together. Okay, take a big breath in, lifting tail, lifting gaze. Exhale to tuck and round. Good, 2 more of those. Make it big. Enjoy the movement, noticing how the spine is feeling for you. Maybe it's cervical, maybe it's the lower lumbar spine, maybe it's the entire spine, and we need to really move here today. Okay, 1 more big breath in, lift, exhale to tuck and round. Okay, from here, you're gonna walk your hands far forward and thinking of dropping the armpits towards your mat, coming into puppy pose. Lift the hips up nice and high, getting that beautiful stretch through that upper body. If you did Saturday's workout, there was a lot of upper body there. Just breathing into those shoulders, resting the forehead on the mat if that feels okay. Getting into those shoulders. Oh, that feels good. Take 1 more big breath in. And then slowly walk yourself back up through tabletop. Bring your left hand into the center underneath of the face. Take a nice big swing of that right arm, opening up through chest and shoulder. Exhale to thread the needle through. Tapping that right shoulder down, and then inhale to press back up and rotate. In breath, open. Exhale, threading it through. Good. Last one here, breath in, opening that all up, stacking those shoulders as much as you can. Exhale, come on down and through. We're gonna rest the right temple down onto your mat, and left fingertips are gonna come tented far forward. Reaching that arm, reaching the right fingers as far as you can. We breathe for 3, for 2. Left hand comes back in front of the face, press and reach 1 more time, inhale. And then right hand comes into the center. We do the same for the other side. This is our last little bit on the mat, and then we make our way up. Breath in to open up. Exhale to thread through. Tapping that left shoulder down, pressing into the right hand, inhaling and reaching for 2. Exhale, thread through. You got 1 more left here. Breath in, open it all up. Oh, so nice for that upper back. Threading it through, coming down to the left temple, left shoulder. Oh, breathing and reaching right there. Taking 1 more breath. And then pressing through the right hand. Coming all the way back up, twist and rotate last time. Make your way back into your tabletop, and when you are ready, you can press those hips up and back into your downward facing dog. Oh, always feels so good, that first down dog of the day. Maybe it's a pedal through those feet. Maybe it's a deep knee bend to get into those shoulders. Whatever option feels good for your first down dog of the day. Okay, all of it feels good. Let's all come high on those tippy toes. Bend your knees, look to your hands, take a nice big step forward to the front of your space. We're gonna do 4 flat backs here. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, release and fold. Oh, okay, really let go on your fold. Inhale, hands to shins, thinking of lengthening. Exhale, release and fold. 2 more. Breath in, opening up the backs of those legs. Exhale to release. This is your last one here. In breath, hands to shins. Exhale, release and fold. And then coming all the way up to standing, circle those arms all the way up. Big breath in. Exhale, hands towards heart center. Just taking a pause. Okay, so we did a lot of mat work this morning, down in that tabletop position, on our backs, all of the things. Coming into some grounding onto our feet. Lift your toes off of the mat, spread those toes, and then place them down, if you can, 1 at a time, which is really hard for most of us. But then think of really rooting down into those feet when you stand through the next little bit of practice. Okay, from here, we'll take a big breath in, sweep those arms all the way up. Exhale, release and forward fold. In breath, hands to shins, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands down, step back into your plank and pause there. Now, if you need to be on the knees, no problem. Spread through those fingers, come high on those tippy toes, take a big breath in, think of squeezing through the glutes and tucking in that tail. Option to lower those knees, chaturanga, hug the elbows in. In breath, upward dog or baby cobra, you choose. Maybe you want to give a pause there. and then exhale it back, downward facing dog. We're gonna go through one more quick flow here. So come high on the toes, bend the knees, look to the hands, getting that body nice and warm. Big step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen. Exhale, release and fold. In breath, circle the arms all the way up to standing and then fold right away. Exhale. Good. In breath, hands to shins, lengthen. Exhale, release down into your plank. Step or hop back. Hold. One breath. And then when you are ready, exhale, chaturanga. In breath, upward dog, baby cobra. Exhale it back, downward facing dog. Okay, let's sweep that left leg nice and high, coming into three-legged dog here, pointing through the left toes, giving one quick breath cycle here. And then sweeping that leg forward and through, plant the foot in between the hands. Put your right back foot into warrior one stance. Inhale those arms all the way up. Big breath in your warrior one. All right, we're gonna give a little bit of a side bend here. Dropping that right arm down, reaching the left arm up and over. In breath to come back through center. Other side, left arm drops down, right arm reaches. Now I want you to notice, in breath up, exhale, drop, and reach. You're gonna take it from side to side. In breath up, exhale, drop. I want you to notice what's happening through the right side hip. All right, you should feel some length, and we wanna think of opening through that right side. We're gonna do one more reach for right, for left. Good, in breath up. Last reach wherever you are. Okay, and then in breath up through center. Exhale, hands down to your mat. Step the left foot back to meet your right. In your plank, take a breath in there. Option to lower those knees, chaturanga. In breath, upward dog, baby cobra. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Sweep the right leg right away, all the way up. Three-legged dog, pointing through that toe, lengthening through that body. Breath in, and then sweeping that leg forward and through. Planted it in between the hands. Left foot pops to warrior one stance, which is a 45 degrees. Sweep the arms all the way up. Same thing, that lateral movement, dropping one arm over. Reach. In breath to come back up. Exhale, reach and drop. And try to think of what's happening through the low body. We're really trying to only move from the rib cage and side body as we reach. Nothing should shift in that low body. A nice strong warrior one stance. Take it from right to left one more time. In breath, exhale, reach. Nice little side bends. Last one, inhale, exhale, reach. In breath back up, take one last reach, and then exhale those hands down. Step the right foot back to meet the left in your high plank. Activating through that plank, always option to lower those knees, chaturanga. In breath, upward dog, baby cobra. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Nice job. Sweeping the left leg up nice and high again. This time bending at that knee, dropping that foot over. Think of lifting that left knee as high as you can as the left heel comes over to the right side. Take one more breath, and then sweep that leg forward and through. Coming up into high lunge, big breath in, sweep those arms. Whew. Okay, so getting into that nice deep lunge position. Remember, when you have that right heel pressing back, we want extension through that leg. If the leg is a little bit bent, that hip flexor might be tight. Really drive into that heel as much as you can. And we are on two separate tracks here, right from the hips. Okay, we breathe. And then we're gonna sweep it forward to runner's lunge. That means you're gonna come forward, palms facing down, and we're gonna move there. In breath, high lunge. Exhale to runners. Think of right hip as much as you can. Open up, reach. Press into that right heel. Exhale to runners. One more sweep there. In breath to come up. Good. Exhale, sweep it through. Runner's lunge. Pause there for a moment and take those hands to heart center. So you're in that nice forward lunge position. All right, take a big breath in. And then twist right elbow to left knee. Okay, so you're in twisted high lunge right here. Open the arms, breath in. Exhale, hands to heart center. You can also just stay here if that doesn't feel good for you. Open and twist, reach. Exhale, hands to heart center. So good. Last one, breath in. Ooh, left leg should be firing. Exhale to heart center. Stay here. Step your right foot in to meet your left. Ooh, twisted chair. Okay. Hang out in your twisted chair for a moment. Big breath in, big breath out. Big breath in to come to center chair. Sit a little lower. Take one more breath. Release and forward fold. Ooh, nice job. In breath, hands to shins, lengthen. Fully fired up the leg. Exhale, plant those hands down, step or hop back into your plank. Take a breath in on that plank. Option to lower those knees, chaturanga. Good. In breath, upward dog or baby cobra. Exhale back, downward facing dog. When you are ready, sweeping that right leg up and open, bending through that knee, letting that right heel drop, lift your knee as high as you can. A nice little three-legged open hip down dog. Take one more breath. And then sweeping that leg forward and through. When you are ready, come up to your high lunge for right side. All right. Breathe. I'm not breathing, I don't think, or I'm holding my breath in all of the places. All right, that nice high lunge position. Remember, we're pressing back into that left heel as much as we can. Take an inhale, reach those hands a little higher. And then exhale, sweep it forward. Runner's lunge, palms face down. In breath to come back up. Exhale, release it forward, runners. Taking your time here, pressing into that left heel. So getting into that left front hip, exhale, runners. We've got one more. Moving slow, moving with lots of intention here. In breath to runners, exhale. Holding that runners for a pause. Take those hands to heart center when you are ready. We hook, left elbow to right knee. Pausing there. In breath, open the arms. Exhale, hands to heart center. Slow, moving with the breath. Exhale, close. Two more. Okay, right leg should start to fire here. Option to just keep those hands at heart center. Last one, breath in. Exhale, heart center. Hold, step the left foot in to meet the right, twisted chair. Maybe the elbow's not hooked, maybe you're up a bit upright. If that's too low for you to hook, take one more breath. Come into center chair, pause in your center chair. See if you can sit a little bit lower. Pull that chest forward and through. Take one more breath in, and then release and forward fold. So good. Okay, hands to shins, lengthen. Plant the hands down, step or hop back to your plank and pause. Good. In breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward dog, baby cobra on the in breath. We're taking it back to a wide child's pose. Pause. Hips towards heels. Walk those hands forward, thinking of getting into those shoulders, getting into those hips. If you need a sip of water, great time to take it. Big breath in, big breath out. One more time. Big inhale, big exhale. And when you are ready, shift back forward to table, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. All right. Left leg sweeps nice and high. Opening, not opening the hip. Just a nice leg extension here, pointing through that toe. Good. Sweep that leg forward and through. Rotating the back right foot to warrior two stance. When you are ready, come on up and a nice deep sink into that. I am melting over here. Okay, we're working hard. Sink deep into that left leg. Shoulders right on top of those hips. If you find yourself leaning, try to pull yourself back. Try to sink a bit deeper into that left knee. Heel is in line with the arch of the right foot. Relax the shoulders. Give a slight tuck of the tail. Nice long engaged core and long spine. Okay, gaze is over those left fingertips. Maybe you can sink a bit deeper into that left hip. Knee, not hip, left knee. All right, let's take a big breath in and reach the arms up overhead, lengthen through that left leg. And then exhale, come back to warrior two. Okay, we're gonna do a couple more flows right there. 3, indeed, not 2. Exhale, sink deep. See if every time you go into that knee bend into your warrior two, if you can go deeper. At least think nice and deep. In breath, here's your last one. Exhale, warrior two. Good. Okay, from here, flip your front left palm, reverse your warrior. Exhale to side angle. Dropping that left forearm to the knee. In breath to your reverse. You're doing that nice big flow from reverse, opening that left side body, and then sinking deep, Reaching the right arm, lengthening through the right side. One more time, reverse it. So good. Exhale to come to your side angle, reaching that right arm. Give a little pause there. Challenge to give maybe that left arm to join the right. Breathing there for 3. Oh, left leg for 2. Drop the left hand arm back to your right leg. Pivot on the right toe. Drop your right hand to your mat. Reach the left arm open. Oh, that left leg is firing. Okay, so we're in that nice little twisted low lunge here. Option to keep the right knee on the mat if you need that option. We're gonna pivot around to come right into side plank. Right knee can be down and or step the left foot to meet the right. If you need that knee down, you can also lift that top left leg. Even if you're extended, you can lift that top leg. We breathe for 3. Side plank variation, stack or stagger the feet. Your option for 2. And for 1, flip to center plank. Take 1 big breath in that center plank. Option to lower those knees, chaturanga. Nice job, everybody. In breath, upward dog, baby cobra. Exhale it back, downward facing dog. We have all of that for the other side to do. Right leg sweeps nice and high, pointing through that toe. We step that foot forward and through when you are ready. Pivot the back left foot. In breath to come up to your warrior 2. Breathe. That's a reminder for myself. Shoulders stacked over those hips. Remember all those cues. Nice little tuck of that tail. Sink deep into that right knee. Relax the shoulders. Soft arms here. Gazing over those right fingertips. Heart rate is high over here. We're working hard. Okay, take 1 more breath in. Really check in with the alignment here. And when you are ready, we in breath, reach the arms, lengthen through that right leg. We exhale, sink deep into that warrior 2. We got 3 more of those. In breath. Come on up. Lengthen, exhale. Sink nice and deep. Deeper than your last one if you can. In breath. Exhale, warrior 2. We're going to do that 1 more time. In breath up. Exhale, warrior 2. Pause in your warrior 2. Give a little check-in. Sink a little bit deeper if you can. Flip the front right palm. In breath, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle. Reaching that top left arm, in breath to come up, flowing at your own pace. Try to stay sinking deep into that right leg if you can. Good, keep moving. Keep breathing, yes. Okay, side angle, once you are there, hold and pause there. Remember you have that option to challenge with that right arm, joining the left if you can. Sinking deep into that right knee, taking 1 more big breath in. And exhale. Right arm comes back to the right leg. Left hand comes down to your mat. We pivot on that back foot and we reach that top right arm. Taking 1 pause here. This is where you'll transition with the left knee to come to your mat if you're modifying your plank. When you are ready, make your way to your side plank. Stacking that shoulder, reaching that top right arm. Maybe that right leg is lifted. We breathe for 3, for 2. Coming back into your plank, center plank, take 1 big breath there, option to lower those knees, chaturanga. In breath, upward dog, baby cobra. Exhale back, downward facing dog. All right, team, we are crushing it today. Let's come high on those toes, bend the knees, look to the hands, take a nice big step or hop to the front of your space. In breath, hands to shins, lengthen. Exhale, release and fold. In breath, circle sweep those arms all the way up to standing. Exhale those hands down to heart center and pause there. Okay, we're gonna do a little balance before we finish today. Tree pose. Left foot will stay down on your mat first. Right leg is gonna come to your tree. Your tree has options. That sounds funny, I don't know why. Toes down, underneath the knee or above the knee, not on the knee, please. Okay, we do wanna think of that knee opening away from the center of the body. So driving from that hip, we want it to be to the side of the body, not towards the front. Just opening it up, okay. Breathe, take a big breath in, sweep those arms all the way up. Exhale down to heart center. Do that 1 more time. Big breath in. Exhale to heart center. Good. Pause there, drive the knee in. Up, lifting it away from your tree. And then I want you to think of kicking into that heel, keeping that leg up. We're gonna do 10 little pulses. 9, 8, 7, keep pulsing. 6, balance and breathe. 5, press into the left leg. 4, 3, 2, hold it up, hold it up, hold it up, hold it up. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. All right, take a big breath in with those arms, big breath in. Reset, exhale towards heart center, other side. Left leg tree, choosing your anchor, choosing your position for that foot. Balance and breathe here. When you are ready, 2 flows of the arms, in breath to circle. Exhale to heart center. Nice job. One more time. Big breath in, open it up. Exhale to heart center. So good. Pause. Drive the left knee up towards the body. Flex through those toes. Extend through that leg. 10 little pulses. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7. Hip flexor core. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold and pause. Big breath in. Lower that foot down. Here's your final flow of the morning. Big breath in. Reach those arms all the way up. Exhale. Release and forward fold. In breath when you are ready. Hands to shins. Go slow for your final flow here. Plant the hands down. Step or jump back to your plank. Maybe an extra long pause in that plank. Maybe coming down onto those knees. Maybe an extra long pause in your up dog, down or up dog, or baby cobra. Take it back to a wide child's pose. Oh, team, some serious sweat over here. Lots of different warrior styles going on this morning. Taking one more breath in your child's pose. Exhaling, letting that all out. So good. Shifting forward into your tabletop. We will swing those legs all the way around to the front of our mat. Oh my goodness. Okay. Amazing job, everybody. Let's take those heels out nice and wide, extend through those legs, creating a nice V shape with those legs, flex through those toes. Take a big breath in, reach those arms all the way up overhead. Bring those arms to parallel, palms facing inwards. Big inhale. And then tuck that tail slowly. Keep reaching the arms forward, keep flexing through those toes, and take your time as you lower yourself down. All right, we're gonna lower ourselves all the way down, and once you get there, you are welcome to transition yourself to happy baby. If that feels good for you, you can also take your legs to Baddha Konasana legs. So that is just soles of feet together, knees wide, or happy baby. Those are your 2 options. We just wanna release through the hips, release through the hamstrings and low back. We're gonna just hang out here for about 15 seconds or so. You can give a little rock in your happy baby. Maybe you're in Baddha Konasana and you want to focus on your breath and your connection to the body, taking the hands to belly and heart space. Your choice of where you are at this morning. Big inhales and exhales, coming back to the body. We're returning back to stillness. You are welcome to stay in Baddha Konasana. If you're in happy baby, you can slowly make your way into your Shavasana, your ending pose here, taking the feet out wide. Maybe it's changing the arm position to be more out to the side or up overhead. Maybe you're coming back into grounding and connection with yourself. There are all of the options, and there is not a single one that is not, there's no wrong position, no wrong movement. You are listening to what you need for your body. Okay. I'm gonna leave you with a little message as always. This one's a nice one. I really like this one, talking about little steps that we can make in life, daily, in the moment, all of the things. Never underestimate the power of a small step, a tiny change, one decision. Sometimes it's the smallest step that can lead you to a beautiful new path. Sometimes that first little change can lead to 10 big changes. Sometimes that one decision changes everything. You don't need courage to always take the giant leaps. Sometimes you just need the courage to take the tiniest step. Those little steps can really be a ripple effect to all of the bigger things. I love that. I love that. Let's take 2 more cycles of breath in our Shavasana this morning. Coming into that little message, or maybe it's coming back to your own intention. Either are great. Just setting that tone for yourself, for your day. for your week. And as we started, we're going to take a nice big breath in, slide the ankles to touch in the center of your space. Inhale the arms up overhead for that nice long body stretch one more time. And then slowly, when you are ready, rolling onto your side, leaving that bottom arm as a little cushion for the head into fetal. Taking that pause one more time, maybe giving yourself a smile, a little moment of gratitude for showing up for yourself today. And then when you are ready, slowly pressing into that top arm in front, making your way up to seated. Ah, that felt good this morning. We'll take one last community breath in together. Inhale and reach those arms all the way up when you are ready. Palms touch at the top. Exhale those hands down towards heart center. Oh, we have a down dog and up dog today. Namaste, everybody. Amazing, amazing job. Senseis, did everybody do good? You want to come and say bye to everyone? Oh, that's a good girl. Yeah. All right, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. Enjoy the day. We don't have sunshine yet. I don't know if it's going to peek out, but see you guys on a Wednesday. We got a lower body fun coming up. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye.
Feel better, Zoe.
Thank you. Bye, guys.